this is Joquena with Modern Homemakers, and today I'm going to show you how to make laundry detergent, laundry soap, whatever you want to call it. Laundry detergent has chemicals, laundry soap doesn't. That's kind of my differentiation there. Anyway, this is super easy. This is something I've been doing for years, and it saves a lot of money and a lot of trips to the store. So all that you need is a pan. I recommend getting a giant pan. This pan, not only will I melt my soap in, I store it in it. It's the perfect size. I don't even have to measure water anymore. Love my pan. And a grater, a block of cheese. Okay, so you're just gonna feel like cheese by the time we get done with it. Washing soda and borax. That's it. And some water. That's all you need. So the first thing you're gonna do is take your bar of soap. And if you have your giant pan to do everything like I do, you're just going to start grating it. Now, if you want exact measurements and stuff listed down, there's a link at the bottom. Head on over to Modern Homemakers. So, if you are smart, you will enlist the help of older children or your husband. I'm not fortunate enough to have older children yet. My oldest is 7, and I'm not letting her anywhere near the cheese grater. So what I had to do was bat my eyelashes at my husband. Ladies, try it with me. Anyway, gets the job done, and I didn't have to do the soap. But if you have to do it yourself, at least go sit in front of the TV, put your feet up, and enjoy yourself. So, soap is grated. I'm going to add a quart of water to this. This does not have to be an exact science. If you have like your measured out water beforehand, that's great. I normally don't even measure. I've done this so many times. And all we're gonna do is get our ancient stove started. This only takes a couple minutes, but we're gonna start this, and you do not have to stir constantly or anything, but you can see right now we've got the nice big shreds of soap, and we're gonna keep this on until they dissolve. So we'll be back in a second. Yummy. Nothing like a big pan of soap. Okay, maybe not so yummy. As you can see, or I don't know if you can see, it is dissolved. There are a couple chunks here and there, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. And if it's really frothy, don't freak out. You know, it's all going to be fine in the end. While we've still got it nice and warm, I'm going to add in the cup of washing soda and the half a cup of borax. Once again, go to the link below for a nice all of your measurements together in a list thing, but we're gonna stir this so this can dissolve, and then we're gonna add some more water. It's that simple, people. I would say doing this saves me over $200 a year. So I did some math on my website. I don't like doing math. I only do it for money. And this is a big money saver that doesn't take very much time. Alright, I've got that mostly dissolved. There are a couple chunks here and there because my borax is old. It still works though. Let's go add some water. So, if you are measuring things, this is going to be 3 quarts of water. However, I reiterate, I love this pan, and we know each other, and we've been making laundry soap for years, and I know that I only have to fill up to right next to the rim. So I am just going to not measure and start filling up soap. And, you know, if you're that jealous, once again, go find a pan that fits like over 3 gallons of water. So anyway, this saves me a lot of dishes too, because I can grate in the same container, I can cook in the same container, and I store it in there. And when I get all done, I scoop it out with a ladle that I keep in there just for that purpose. So one of the reasons I first started doing the laundry soap wasn't even just the money, although that was a nice reason for me. I was having a lot of health problems, and I started researching just that all the fragrances and dyes and stuff can have just adverse effects on your health. And so one of the first things I did was start cutting out cleaning chemicals, and positive benefit, save on the dinero too, but I couldn't go back. I was always having to put laundry detergent in my cart, and I still use like stain treatments and air fresheners occasionally, like in the laundry, like fabric softeners and whatever, but I'm just as quick to throw in some vinegar in the load as a fabric softener too. If you want to have a special smell, I recommend you do it on a per load basis, but you can dump some essential oils in here. They're just so pricey, and most of my loads I don't even care. I'm more likely to save some tea tree oil for the pea-soaked bed sheets from a kid or something that you really want to get that smell out of, or diapers or something. Another thing, so I've got my health reasons, the money. One more reason you need to make this. It may not seem very convenient to be grating soap, but I find it is more convenient than having to find space in an overflowing garbage for one more giant container, or to have to haul that down to the recycling. And as an environmental side note, if you stop having to buy all these giant chemical containers, you will be like amazed at how much less stuff is in your garbage can. We look down the street and everyone else has theirs like overflowing, and ours fits. So you can look at what it looks like right now, and I'll try to come back in a minute. You can see right now this is all totally liquid, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna turn into like a thick snot. Gotta love the word snot. So it's gonna do that. And as a side note, if you're using an olive oil, like a natural type soap, like I've made my own soap and I use that when I'm not out of it, and that, it doesn't ever really turn into the thick snot. It stays runnier because it has like more olive oil in it. So if you're using not a commercial type of soap, if you're using more of a holistic type soap, don't expect it to turn into the snot. And if I want to go start a little laundry right now, I totally can. Or you can wait till it firms up, and I have a front loading machine. I've used it with that. I've used it with the top loader. It totally works. I find I use more of this than I would use a store-bought for a front loader. So, look at your 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, whatever. And I still pretty much use almost a ladle, which is like half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. So it depends on how I like to really fill my loads in the washer. Probably a little too much, so I still use that amount. But if I were only putting a few things in there, if I didn't have more laundry than I could ever keep up, I would use less. So anyway, we'll come back in a minute and we'll show you what it looks like solid. So this isn't even totally set up, and you can see it's starting to form that thick snot on top, but I don't feel like waiting anymore, and I need to start a load. So once again, it goes straight into a front loader, plops and all. And if you feel like adding essential oils, you could drop them in right there. I'm going to do some vinegar to neutralize some stinkiness in this load, and do whatever floats your boat.